I would recommend creating one. LinkedIn is probably one of the most powerful tools at your disposal right now for finding opportunities. So who has ever heard of the phrase, it's not about what you know, it's who you know? You guys heard that? Mm-hmm. So what has kind of changed is with the internet really becoming prominent, and now you're no longer just applying against people in your local area. You're applying against everyone in the world, basically, because anyone can apply to anything from anywhere. So that's where it starts switching from something about who you know to kind of what you know. LinkedIn lets you kind of combine those two ideas. Finding out what you want to do with your career. Looking up people on LinkedIn who have that job title, that career path, who are doing your dream. Connect with them. And don't just hit connect, because if I get a random connection that doesn't have any description on it, chances are I'm not accepting that connection. But you can add a note whenever you go to connect with somebody. Connect, add a note. Hey, I'm a current Indiana Tech student. I'm working on this degree. You're doing what I really want to do. I would love to ask you some questions on how you got there and what I need to do for that.
Can you show them on LinkedIn where they can find alumni stuff?
Yes, that's what I just need to finish. I think that's my password. Perfect. So you have a few options on how to...
And is yours the free one?
Yes.
So I have a free one too. You don't need anything but the free one. So, I mean,
unless
there's
you've got
plenty
1,000
of
connections and you're trying to see who's viewing your profile, there's no reason for, or if you're doing a bunch of searching for individuals. But chances are you're not going to need that unless you get into some very specific career paths. So there's a couple different ways to search for alumni. One is just searching Indiana Tech. And the alumni tab. And they have all different kinds of way you kind of break out where they're working, what their majors were in, and you can find alumni under those different criteria. Management alumni, here they all are. You can go in, view their profile, and then connect. This is where you always add that note. Don't just hit the send, they'll just get a generic, this is me, connect with me please. A lot of people won't respond to that. If you give them a reason to connect with you, especially something where it's like, you're doing great things, I want to talk to you. Chances are people will reply, they'll give you that moment of time, and you can hopefully get some answers. And you're starting to build your network. And building that network is how you get some of those opportunities you don't even try for. Hey, I know you're looking, you're trying to get to this. This company has an internship I think you'd be really good at. Here's the link to apply for it. I've got students doing that all the time. Potential job offers. When you get into an industry, you become a part of a kind of a tight circle, and they all know about things in that industry, and that's how you're gonna get some of those opportunities. LinkedIn's another great way to find jobs as well. And if you, for example, we have 3 alumni that work at Amazon. Let's say Amazon's one of those places you might want to try to work. Reach out to these 3 alumni. Connect, message them. Hey, what's great about this company? I'm really interested in working for it. What's terrible about this company? Maybe it's something you want to know, both the good and the bad. Do you know of any potential opportunities for interns in the near future at this company? Things like that. This connection piece is what's a powerful tool and why you should have a LinkedIn. Outside of that, if you finish your generic resume that I talked about, you've got your profile made. You're pretty much going to copy and paste most of the information from your resume onto your LinkedIn.
They're doing a report on a specific company to go to their resume and cover letter. And one of the things I ask them to find is information about the culture of the company. Can you
Okay.
recommend anything where they can look here for that?
On here, there are. If you go to the company itself, often, especially if it's a well-known company, let me see, I think Life. Under the Life, and I think the About tabs, somewhere usually there's stars somewhere where people have kind of rated or gone into a company.
Sometimes there's posts about stuff like somebody had a baby in the
Yeah, you
company,
can go
or
through the
just
post
stuff that are
sections
there too.
and see what they're
Yeah.
posting is a good way to do that. Another website you can go to is called Glassdoor, which gives you kind of payment opportunities, like what they're going to pay and what's going on in that realm. But they also usually have a ranking system, almost like Yelp, but for companies
Yeah.
specifically, like the hiring side of them, not the product side. So that's another website you can go to and check out. Any other questions that I might be able to help with this specifically?